All right, Donnie.
Yes, hello.
Donnie, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
I'm from Santa Monica, California.
Tell me about your family growing up.
I come from a broken home. I was raised by my mother, grandmother. Um, I have four sisters and one half brother. And we were all born and raised there in California. Um,
How would you describe your childhood?
My childhood was good, actually. I remember my mom taking me to Lovin's in 1969, and I wish I was older, so I can experience it more than I did. But it was fun, it was like,
What did you see?
oh, I remembered all the hippies, all the girls. They all loved and adored me, and I was like 6 years old at the time, and we're at MacArthur Park, listening to some rock band on a Sunday. And they used to put flowers, little carnations, made a little bow over for my head, and they used to put it on top of my head, so, and I sit there, enjoy the music, rock out with everybody else, it's good times. I just wish I was older.
You go through high school?
Yes, I went to Santa Monica High School, and then I got transferred later on to Aviation High School in Redondo Beach, which is no longer there. Mm-hmm. It was right there on Aviation in Manhattan Beach Boulevard.
You start getting in trouble at some point?
Yes, I start getting in trouble probably around 14, 15, 16. I was doing drugs because years earlier, I was child molested as a child. And so I went to court and testified against the individual. And I was promised counseling and therapy at the end by the district attorney's office. And at the end of the trial, I received nothing. So I had a lot of pain, shame, and guilt built up inside me. And the only way I knew how of getting rid of it was smoking weed or drinking it. And so that's what I would do. I would numb that feeling for a minute, a couple hours, okay. And then once that high wore off, the pain came back. I no longer cared about myself. I did not care about other people, because I was deeply scarred and hurt inside. And one thing led to another. I was doing burglaries in and out of juvenile halls. I went to a camp called Camp Afflerball in 1979. I was there for about 6 months, and I finally decided to leave, escape, AWOL. So I AWOL'd. Me and another guy. We walked all the way from San Dimas, where the place was located at, all the way to Pomona. It took us a couple of hours, but we got out, stayed out for approximately 6 months, and then I picked up a burglary, because once again, I was doing burglaries to support my drug habit at the time, to numb away the pain that I had within. Okay, and so I go, and they send me to another camp. It's Camp Gonzales, up on Las Virgenes Road up in Malibu Canyon, right above Pepperdine. I was there until I was about 19 years old. I got out about 2 weeks after my 19th birthday, and got out, stayed out for a little bit, was working. In '83, I was working for McDonald's and Pizza Hut, doing good. And then I start selling Coke for extra money, basically. And so one thing led to another. I quit my job. I'm now full-time selling drugs because I'm making good money. I'm making lots of money. I got new cars. I got everything I want. I got a girlfriend. I got a couple of girlfriends. One night while I was at work, my girlfriend was watching the place at the time that I was with. Jennifer's her name. I went to work, came home, I seen all these ambulance, cop cars in the front, you know, so automatically I'm thinking, oh shit, something happened to Jennifer. And I see them wheeling my girlfriend on a stretcher. So I still don't know what's going on. So I get in my car, I follow the ambulance back to the hospital where they take her to, here at St. John's in Santa Monica. I get there, I finally get to see my girl after sitting there maybe 2 hours as they were operating on her. She suffered a broken jaw, broken cheekbone. So when I was able to go in and talk to her a few hours later, she told me what happened. My best friend, while I was at work, went into my apartment with my girlfriend there, beat my girl, pistol whipped her, broke her jaw, cheekbone, asking where's the money, drugs, and the safe at. After my girl Jennifer got beaten up pretty bad, I mean, the guy took all the stuff. She tells me who this person was. I know exactly who it was. So I went home, grabbed my gun, .357 Magnum and a .22. I go right over to his place. I knock on the door. First thing I do, I shoot him in his kneecaps. Okay, I'm mad at the fact, not over the dope or the money, that can be replaced. But when you go in my apartment and you assault my girlfriend and break her jaw and her cheekbone, I have a problem with that. Sorry. And so after shooting him in the kneecaps, he starts begging for his life because he knows I'm going to kill him. And that's what exactly I did. I shot him in the head and killed him, point blank. Did I feel any remorse at that time? Of course not. No. I seen it as getting even, you know, because of what he did to my girlfriend. That wasn't cool. You know what I mean? If he would have simply just asked for the drugs and money, my girlfriend would have gave it to him. And so I ended up getting arrested for that crime. We were trying to say it was self-defense, but because I left my apartment, let's say this, if I would have came home and the guy was still in my apartment, then I had a legal right of killing him right there on the spot. But because I left my house with a gun, premeditated, and go over to his place, it's now murder, first degree, because it was pre-planned. And so I ended up with a 25 to life sentence back in 1985 in the California Department of Corrections. I recently got out on April 12th, 2023, after going to the parole board 3 separate times. I was finally given a date. And this is where I'm at today in Los Angeles.
How long ago did you get out?
Huh?
How long ago did you get out?
I just got out April 12th.
Oh, so you're fresh out.
Yes, I just got out almost 2 months ago.
You don't seem institutionalized.
No, a lot of people, they trip on that. Because a lot of people, you got to be strong-minded, because a lot of people go to prison, they allow the system in the prison system to change who they are as an individual. I went in there refusing to allow that to happen to me because I seen what it did to other people. So I did not let the system break me. I broke the system. For a lot of years, I took the blame of everything, right? I was the guilty victim, I felt, until I came to an understanding of giving forgiveness to the very person who molested me as a child. By doing that, today I'm clean and sober. I've been sober for over 20 years now. And I'm able to move forward in life and become a better person. Starting next month in July, I'm going to college. I'm going to be a drug counselor.
Forgiving your...
No, it's my way of giving back to society.
No, but forgiving the person who...
Oh, yeah, for molesting me. Yes, yes.
That's impressive.
Yes, I had to do that because without doing that, then I would never move forward in life.
You don't hear that a lot.
But it's true. That's how I see it. It worked for me.
You seem very much at peace with the whole situation.
I have to be. I have to be. If I'm not at peace, then my life is... I need structure in my life because I've been under structure all my life in the prison system. So I need that out here too, so I can succeed. Because without structure, I don't know how to live.
And you're staying here in Skid Row now?
I'm still staying right here on 6th and San Pedro at the Weingart.
Weingart, yeah. So you're surrounded by drugs. You're not tempted?
No, the thought of even using doesn't even register in my mind. It's all around me. You're absolutely right. And the first thing I ask myself is, why would the California Department of Parole send me here? See, I'm originally from the West Side, Santa Monica. And so I came to the conclusion that the reason why they have me here is so every day when I walk out of this building, I can see what's around me. And that tells me right there, if I start using drugs or drinking, either or, I can be right here where they're at. So it's a reality check for me. That's how I'm looking at it. And that's how I'm taking it. And it's working.
Good for you. What was the darkest part of your stay in prison?
Wow. There's a few of them. But probably one of them was being in a riot in Pelican Bay State Prison. In the year 2000, I was working at the time. I was working in the kitchen, morning crew, and they had a big riot between the Sureños, which is the Southerns, and your blacks. And one inmate, an 18-year-old kid, got shot in the head by the gun tower, and his body was like right here, and then on this side of the body you had blacks, and then on this side of the body, as they're trying to get him over here, he's dead, the Sureños. Very scary, very, very scary. I didn't think I would make it that day. There's so much chaos going around. But I was lucky. I survived it. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. You know, I didn't want to participate in it. You know what I mean? And because I was white, I didn't have to. Now, if I was Sureño or Mexican, then you would have to. You know, because if you don't participate, then you can get hurt badly by your people for not participating in a riot against another race. Yeah.
If you had your life to live all over again, what would you have done differently?
Not be so friendly to strangers I don't know, which led to me being molested in the first place, and trust, because I had a lot of trust and love within my heart, and I was taking advantage of it. And because of that, I suffered many years of being out of the institutions. I got over 40 years in the institutions, you know. And so that right there was the biggest part, that trust in others, basically. I wouldn't have that anymore, yeah. Because of what occurred to me as a child. That was taken.
Was it a family friend or?
Actually, it was a teacher, my third grade teacher.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in Santa Monica Unified School District. Yeah, that's how it happened.
You got caught?
Yeah. Got caught, prosecuted. I had to go to court, testify. I'm in junior high Yeah, I'm in junior high school. I think I was in 7th grade. It was 1975. And yeah, that was a big thing to do. I mean, I was in open court. There's people in the courtroom I did not know that I had to sit up there and give them my testimony. And being as young as I was, you know, and there was several times when I actually broke down in tears on the stand, giving my testimony because of the hurt, the pain. So we're given recess, then we continue on, you know, and never got the counseling or therapy they promised me. That's another big what if.
How did you come about forgiving him?
Well, that took a lot of work on my behalf. I had to take a lot of self-help groups while in prison, and I'm glad I took them because I was able to dig deep within myself, find out where the core of all this transpired from. You know, and this goes all the way back to when I was a child, just observing and hearing my mother, or, you know, or my stepfather beating her, you know. So a lot of that had to play some part, you know, in me being who I am today.
What's your biggest fear now?
My biggest fear is going back to prison with another life sentence, because I know if that ever happens, I'll never get out. I was lucky to get out this time after serving 38 years. So I obey the laws. I do not jaywalk. And I'm not even thinking about doing crimes. I'm just trying to get my life together. It's never too late. I start college next month to be a drug counselor.
Good for you. Do you have kids?
None. Never been married, no kids.
You ever been in love?
I don't think so. I don't think I ever been in love. I mean, I can maybe count 5 girlfriends I had in my lifetime, because majority of my life, probably 70% of it, it's been incarcerated. And I'm not gay, so I don't have gay relationships with the guys in prison. So yeah, today I'm single, I'm happy. I have female friends, don't get me wrong, but there's nobody right now that I love, no.
You're still young for your age, though.
Yeah, I'm only going to be 60. When people call me old, I kind of like, what? You can't be serious.
They say they say prison.
They said that that I don't look 60. That all the time I've done, I'm totally a really humble person, you know, and they just don't understand that, you know. And once again, it's because I did not allow the system to break me. I kept who I was inside all them times, all them dark periods, you know. I kept them here, you know, and that's why who I am today.
Donnie, what would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
My most important lesson I learned in my life is probably don't use drugs, because there's only 2 things that can happen if you use drugs or drink. That's either death or in prison. One or the other. So my advice, please stay away. You'll be a much happier person if you do. Because I had a false belief system for many, many years that I had to get high every day to function. And that's not true. But that's one of the biggest lies I ever told myself. And I still remember that big lie, you know, and today I live by it. Yes, you can be happy every day and not use. Yeah.
All right. Donnie, thank you so much for sharing.
Oh, man. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your story.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate it.
Good luck with the rest of your life.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
You look like you got plenty of years left.
Oh, yeah, that's what they say. I don't want to get too old.